give all my love. I give it to you.
Hey, music lovers. Catherine Beeks from Listen Local Radio here with our second edition of Here, where I introduce you to an amazing music maker, someone from my show who has been submitting songs to the Listen Local show. Let me introduce you to Katie Joyce. Hi, Katie. Welcome.
Hello.
Katie Joyce and the DELMORES is the name of your band. And for those of you who've been around San Diego a while, you will recognize one of the members in her band is the very famous and beloved Thomas Lee. He's pretty intricate in the whole process of your band. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. Thomas is a huge, huge part of it.
Tell me everybody who's in the band.
So we have Mike. Mike is our guitarist, and then we have Anthony. Anthony is our lead drummer. Thomas is our keyboardist, also a producer, songwriter, and then also Craig is our bass player, and then myself.
And where are you guys located?
So we are actually based out of Upland, California. So I'm also super local. I'm out of Rialto, but I do drive to him weekly so that we can have our weekly band rehearsals and meetings. And I meet with Thomas on Tuesdays just so that we can really try to kind of meet up and talk about social media and new songs. And we record a lot on those days. So.
And have you lived in Southern California your whole life, Katie?
Whole life. Yep. I was born and raised in actually Chino Hills, California. And then I moved to Eastvale. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that area, but it used to be Corona. Oh, you do? Oh,
I
you
went
know.
to Eastvale Elementary School, dude.
No way.
I did.
Are you serious?
I grew up in Mariloma. That was my stomping grounds as a kid. So yeah, I'm
Wow.
familiar
Oh
with
my
the
gosh.
area. They used to call
I
it
love it.
Mariloma Aroma because there were a lot of dairy
Yeah.
cows back in the day.
Oh, yeah, there were. Oh, definitely.
So how long have you been playing music?
So I actually myself started at a very young age. I've loved music for as long as I can remember. I actually started with a program called Rock Stars of Tomorrow, and I started guitar lessons with them. And they were at the time only in Norco, and they've now branched out to a bunch of different locations. So shout out to them. But I got my start there, and I went from guitar to then vocal lessons, and that was where I really, really, truly found my passion for singing and for songwriting. So I stuck with it, and I grew up, and that love for music never went away. And I actually met Thomas through a live performance that I was doing with that program, and it was for a Christmas concert at the Mission Inn in Riverside. And Thomas was actually shown a video by a mutual friend of ours slash family member. And he just thought that I had something and wanted me to come down and meet with me. And we clicked, and our music styles really just matched with each other's. And I thought he was just such a cool and genuine person. And, I was very young at the time. And so, I was nervous and scared to kind of get this start with music, but I just really wanted to try it. And I've been working with him for over 10 years now. So that's crazy
Yeah,
to say out loud.
that is
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
very fortunate that because your career can go all sorts of different directions depending on who your influences are and who the
Absolutely.
folks are that you're working with. So to hook up with Thomas Lee
Yeah.
was just really, fortunate for both of you because you are a star, girl. You have such an
Oh,
amazing
thank you.
voice. Yeah, and
Thank you so
we
much.
played Give All My Love to You on July's Listen Local podcast. And we
Oh,
started this
wow.
interview with a little bit of that song so people could get an idea. But what do you
Nice.
call your style? I mean, how do you describe your music?
So we are, I'd say, very jazz, very blues, soul, R&B, just kind of everything mixed together. I'd say that there's no one specific genre for what we're doing because we also want to branch out as much as possible. And, Thomas and I like to say that we don't want to pigeonhole ourselves too much and just kind of stay within one brand, I guess you could say. We really want to try to expand as much as we possibly can with music, just because I think both of our writing styles and our music styles and just our inspirations just really kind of all come together, and it's just all one big mixture of different things. And so I think that it's cool to kind of keep it away from just doing one specific thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, you do it all very well.
Yeah.
We're going to play a little clip of the song
Thank
that
you.
we're featuring on August's Listen Local show. It Looks Like Rain. And so we'll play a little glimpse of that right now, but then of course people can tune into the show, which is on demand at listenlocalradio.com, and they can hear the whole song. But tell me about this song.
Yes, so It Looks Like Rain is very jazz for us, and that is personally one of my favorites out of most of the songs that we have, which is insane to say just because they're all different in their own way. But this song really just connects so much to kind of the vibe for our very first album that we're trying to put out. It's got everything to it. It's got heartbreak, it's got loss and grief. But I'd say that song, it's crazy because it carries such an uplifting sound to it that you really, really have to listen to the lyrics to kind of understand, where we're going with the song. But it's just really got such an amazing feel to it. And we don't have a lot of uplifting music with what we have. I mean, a lot of our songs are very sad. I mean, it's the best way to put it. But I think that It Looks Like Rain, I love that song very much because it's just about love and loss, and it just kind of carries all of that with it.
All right, awesome. Let's hear a little bit of it now.
Where the weatherman says sunshine in your eyes, and looking out the window, I see nothing but good times, but I feel so sad. And when worse turns into bad, oh, it looks like rain. Oh, it looks like rain. It hasn't hit me yet that we lost our winning bid. There are things that I've done, they harm with regret. Oh, but for now I'm all alone, so scared to the bone. 'Cause no matter what I do or how hard I try, there's no way out of these dark, dark skies.
Katie Joyce of the Delmores. If you want to hear the entire song, just tune in to listenlocalradio.com in August, and you can hear the whole thing. So Katie, I know that a lot of artists are inspired by hard times, and so we get sad songs out of
Yeah.
that. Is that what's going on with you guys?
Oh, I would say both Thomas and I have very much been through it when it comes to love and relationships, as most people have. But I personally, I've really been able to kind of take away from those really negative experiences and put all of it into music, and whether that be writing or singing it, because Thomas also does a lot of the writing of the music that we have. And it's insane almost, just because it's insane to think how well him and I are kind of able to tune into each other's own experiences, but all kind of bring them in together into one song. And I'd say the songs that I've written have, of course, been really about my own personal experiences, as Thomas is the same. But I really have just been in some toxic relationships, unfortunately. And I think that it's just good to write about it, because that's really the only way that I'm able to get those feelings across. And I hope that our music can hopefully allow our audience to also kind of connect in that same way as well, if they've found themselves in similar experiences or similar relationships that maybe didn't work out so well.
Absolutely. It is like therapy to write a song. Where are you guys playing in August?
Yeah, so we are actually looking into a couple of different venues right now. I have been in close contact with the owner of a venue called the Lincoln House. It's actually also a local bar in West Covina. Very cool ambiance in there for sure. And Deb is the owner over there. So I think that's actually hopefully going to be our debut performance because we have not performed yet. Um, as of late, we've really just been focusing on rehearsals and meeting up with the band. We're still really trying to introduce a list of songs that we feel really fit well. And I think that right now we've actually solidified a really good set list so far. Now we just kind of want to put that out into the world and hopefully share the music that we have. And we have our social media pages now, Instagram, and we now have Facebook, YouTube. So we're just kind of working on getting everything ready to go, but we're very close. So I think August is going to be a good time to start.
Oh, that is amazing. I didn't realize that you guys were just starting out with the band and everything. So we're getting in
Oh,
on the
yeah.
ground floor of getting to watch your career. So that's really cool. I'm excited about
Very
that.
much.
And
Thank you.
maybe like in the fall, we can get you to come down to San Diego and play.
Yes, I would love that so very much. Oh my goodness. I will never forget when Thomas and I were doing Katie and the Flood, which is our previous band. It was just Thomas and I at the time. Um, I was still very young, 16, 17 years old, and just starting off with the music industry. It was all very new to me. We had performed at the House of Blues in San Diego. That was our debut performance, and that was incredible. All
Yeah.
thanks to Miss Catherine here. But that was such an incredible experience for me, and I was so nervous. I tend to get very nervous sometimes before my shows, but who doesn't? Um, but it just was such an amazing thing to be able to experience with Thomas, and all of our family and friends were there, and we got to meet so many new faces at that show, and then that actually just kind of streamlined into all of the other shows that we then did as Katie and the Flood at the time. And we did shows in San Diego. Thomas and I went to Nashville for a week or two, and I really got a lot more experience out there and met so many new faces. So that was the start of it all. So now, as Katie, Joyce, and the Delmores, it's just really us kind of starting it off fresh. And I think that this first debut performance is hopefully going to streamline us the same way into other gigs and whatnot. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. I can't wait. So
Yeah.
where are you located on the socials?
Yes, so please feel free to check us out on Instagram. It's our handle is Katie Joyce and the Delmores. Same thing for Facebook, Katie Joyce and the Delmores, and then also for YouTube. I think we are just running some test videos right now for YouTube because we do want to start posting live performances on there. So I think we're going to hopefully start that sometime in August as well. So I don't think we have any videos up just yet. We've just been running some tests, but definitely tune in soon.
We totally will. We're going to follow your career. San Diego loves Thomas Lee, and we are going to love you, Katie, so much.
Oh,
So we can't wait to have you
thank
down here with
you.
the whole band. And like I said, just follow your career. Your music is amazing. Your voice is amazing. And we're going to go out
Thank
with
you so much.
one other song. You Gave Sunshine the Rain. Tell me about that song.
Yes. So you gave Sunshine the Rain, another sad one, but a very, very just how do I put you gave Sunshine the Rain? When I sing it, I really have to try not to tear up because that is a rough one to get through for me. That one is actually about physical heartbreak. I think that we can all say that we've been through some either traumatic experiences or loss or just a really bad breakup, maybe where you can physically feel like you're in pain just because the heartbreak is too much. And I know that might sound really corny or cheesy, but it's true. And I think that we've all kind of been there in our own ways. And that really describes the song. I think is just the physical feeling that you get where, you're aching for wanting this person back into your life because it's so new and it's so fresh of not having them anymore. And I think that, when you go through that, it's just a really heavy feeling. And so it just really talks about the actual pain from that.
Everyone can relate to that physical heartache for sure, Katie. So, all right. Well, again, just thank you for taking the time to chat with me today. And I'm glad I was able to share some of the music. This will be in the Troubadour magazine. This is our exclusive feature.
Awesome.
So you'll get a lot of new fans right off the
Love
bat.
it.
And then, like I said, everybody loves Thomas Lee here still, whether he lives here or not.
Yes,
He's
he's
always
loved.
a San Diegan in our heart. So we'll make sure and share the music and let folks know when you have the band out and playing
Yes, absolutely.
up in your neck of the woods. And we're just happy to follow your career. And thank you so much, Katie.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Catherine. I really appreciate it.
All right, girl. Keep on rocking.
You gave the sunshine, the rain. You gave loving the pain. And if you ever walk on by, well, you know I'd rather be blind than to see you again. So step right out of the page. There's a reason seasons change. You gave the sunshine, the rain. Oh, tell me, where do I go from here? Living life based on my fears. Fear of loving like I did before. Fear of giving more and more, only for it to disappear. So let me step up on the stage and pretend that I'll be brave, 'cause you gave the sunshine, the rain. What is it that I need to learn? No matter what I do, I still get burned. But I do know in all our lives we choose when to sacrifice for love to give us a turn. But let me please explain, with you I've nothing to gain, 'cause you gave the sunshine, the rain.